Syrian President Ahmed Al-Sharaa has reportedly left Damascus along with his family after 3 of his top officials were assassinated. News agency Al-Mayadeen reported that 3 top officials in Syria's transitional government, including Defense Minister Murhaf Abu Qasra, have been killed in a high-level assassination operation. Notably, Al-Mayadeen did not clarify whether the Syrian officials were killed in the Israeli bombing that targeted military headquarters and other government buildings, or in a separate operation. The assassination of the officials has heightened tensions in the already fragile political landscape of Syria. Far-right Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Gvir has publicly called for the assassination of Syrian President Ahmed Al-Sharaa. Local reports indicate intensive Israeli aerial activity over the region, including the presence of warplanes, drones, and reconnaissance aircraft. A convoy of tribal militants was also targeted on the Palmyra-Homs road, while airstrikes struck multiple locations in the Homs and Dara provinces. Later, sources confirmed that tribal militias had gathered their forces at 3 points across the Suwayda governorate. Al-Mayadeen reported a complete blackout of electricity and telecommunication services in the governorate. The blackout was ordered amid growing fears of a possible military buildup near Suwayda city's borders. In an unexpected and dramatic turn of events, a military unit entered the headquarters of Syrian State Radio and Television in Damascus, taking direct control over the broadcaster's operations. This resulted in the suspension of all broadcast operations. However, broadcasts were later resumed. The situation in Syria has become more volatile since sectarian clashes between Druze and Bedouin forces erupted in Suwayda on July 13th. As the violence spiraled, the Syrian government deployed forces to contain the unrest. However, Syrian forces were later accused of joining hands with Bedouin fighters and committing violence against the Druze. Israel soon intervened, bombing the Syrian military convoys that were sent to contain the sectarian violence. Israeli air forces also bombed Syria's Ministry of Defense and the Chief of Staff headquarters in the capital Damascus. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a statement, said he had ordered Israeli forces to take action in support of the Druze people and to push back Syrian forces from the south of Damascus. The area near Israel's border has already been declared a demilitarized zone. Even though the Syrian government announced a ceasefire and ordered its troops to withdraw, reports of armed clashes have continued. The Syrian presidency accuses Druze fighters in Suwayda of violating the ceasefire, which led to the withdrawal of government forces from the southern province on Thursday. Unconfirmed reports suggest that President Al-Sharaa has been moved to Idlib after leaving Damascus.